Alright guys, this is the base that holds the door handle in place. And what happens on these is a very common issue. This part right here will break off, down into the door it goes, and the door handle has nothing to grab onto. And the door handle is supposed to grab on to this right here, as you can see, to open and close the door. So let's go over to the truck and I will show you what I'm talking about. And look, pay attention right here, guys. This part right here. You're going to be looking in, let me say, matter of fact, we're going to be looking into the door from this section, and you're going to be trying to find that little metal piece down there. You're going to try to see that. All right? We'll be right back. All right, guys, let me see if I can get a little light in here. You can see the door handle's all messed up. I'm going to show you how to take that out in a minute. If you can see inside there, when you try to look for that metal piece, you will not see it. Well, you'll be able to see it because it would have been shiny. Yeah. But you don't see it. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is show you how to replace all of this. Let me shut this off and we'll be right back. Alright guys, first of all, this is all broken. I'm going to show you how yours is going to be. Now this is what broke on the customer's vehicle. Usually what this is, it sticks in there and it bolts into there just like that. Alright, now to take this out, you want to come around here to the side of the door. You're going to have a little plug right here. Just pop that plug out. Now in there, you're going to see this T20 Torx screw right there. Alright, this is exactly how this thing is setting. And if I get my light and put it right there, you might be able to see in there. See it. Huh?
A little higher. Yep,
okay, now what you want to do is get you a T20 Torx, and I got it onto a regular nut driver. You want to put that in there, and what you want to do is feel around for it, and you don't want to take that screw out. You just want to loosen it up. Okay, right there. Just loosen that up. And when you loosen it up, come back out here, take this piece of plastic right here, it's plastic, pop it up and out. Now your door handle is going to be sitting there like this. You want to bring your door handle this way, out, and then over here, bring it out, and this one, it's got a plug to it. You want to take that tab right there, squeeze that tab into the connector, and then unplug it. Bam. Yeah, buddy. Check that out, alright guys. Let's put this to the side and we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing we do, take you a T27 Torx socket, and this screw right here, you want to completely remove this screw. I mean, if you want, you can just loosen it up because it is setting like a slot, you know. But I can just get it out of the way, so it's not in the way. All right, let's get this out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. The next thing we're gonna do: take your nut driver, yeah, buddy, and take you a 7mm deep 1/4" drive socket. Now, down on the bottom of the panel down here, you're gonna see two 7mm screws. What the heck does it? One right there, then follow across, and one right there. So you want to take your 7mm and remove both screws. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing you do, take your nice slim screwdriver, a small one. You're going to have a cover right in here. So take your screwdriver, just put it in there, pop that little cover up. You can see how it hooks up in there. Then, whoops, you got another cover right here at the door handle. So you want to open the door handle up, take your screwdriver or a little pick, and you want to just try to pop that little cover out of there. go. Okay. Pop that cover out. Now what you're going to uncover, you're going to uncover a 10mm bolt right here. And down here, if you can see inside there, you can see 2 more 10mm. So what you want to do is grab you a 10mm deep 1/4" drive with your same nut driver, or you can use a 6" 1/4" drive extension and a ratchet. And you want to remove, you know, guys, it's better just to get the ratchet and do it. Remove 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's get those out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got all 3 screws out. All 3 screws are the same length, so you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. The next thing you want to do, guys, is take both hands. Right here, this little cover got to move off. This held on by 3 little clips. And if you want, you can take your body panel pry bar, you know, get in there, and just work your way around it. Trying to be careful with this. You don't want to break those clips off. And it figures. There we go. Got 1, 2, and 3. Pop them right out of there. Put that down to the side with everything else. And then you want to take your same pry bar. There's going to be a series of clips going all around the door panel. So what you want to do is just stick your pry bar in there. Careful with this thing. You can see they kind of like hard. Dang it! What the heck? Let's try this one again. These are some heavy duty dang clips. Ow, 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 ow. Get your fingers stuck in there. How the heck? Guys, you're going to be, trust me, this thing sucks. You try not to pull on it too much because it's plastic.
You dropped your thing.
Alright, if you look right through the side of the door panel, you can see you got one right there. Look how hard those things would come out, guys. One right here. Then you got this one right here. So you got to go all around the door panel. And guys, that thing is tough pulling off. Once you get it, all of them off, you want to pick your door panel up over the door lock. Bring it down. Then we're going to disconnect all this stuff. And you know what, guys? I think we should roll down the window on this. But let's see if we can get this. We got one clip right here. So we're going to take the tab, squeeze it into the clip and down. Let's see if we can find this one. Same thing. And then we got the door, this handle right here. What you want to do on this, we're going to have to bring this clip. Let me see if you can. Oh, let's get this one more clip over here. One more plug right here, guys. You see that one?
Yeah.
Push the tab into the connector and unplug it. Okay, we got the one for the door. We'll get that later. Now this door handle right here, the one cable for the door handle. If you see 2 little tabs, one right there and one right there. You're gonna have to squeeze both tabs in. What I'm gonna do is try with a little screwdriver, the same little screwdriver. What I'm gonna do This hand is going to be just pulling out, just pulling back a little bit. Push that tab in. Then you got to get the other ones in. You know, why did they have to make this thing like this? You know, guys, let me get a pair of needle nose pliers. This thing is not going to come out that easy. I can take it off like that, but I still got to take it out of there. Alright, let me hook this back up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, before we get to that, let's disconnect this window switch right here. You look inside here, you got this big plug. You're going to have a tab right on the top. See there?
Yeah.
Squeeze the tab down and unplug it. That gives us a little more room out here, so I can show you what you need to be doing out here. Now, here's the clip right here. It's got two little, got like an arrowhead. There's that clip, one side right there, and then one side right there. Let me turn it a little bit so you can see it better. And then we'll take a needle nose. I'm gonna squeeze both of those in and pull that tab out. Bring it around, and then the cable gonna go into a slot right there. Just turn it around and pick it up. Alright, take your door panel and put that to the side. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're gonna do is got to remove this vapor barrier. Now why they put this glue around here, I don't know. Now if it's your car and you don't care, you can cut it, whatever, split it, I don't know, whatever you want to do. But what I'm gonna do is get a nice sharp razor blade. You want to pull back, and that's a glue right there. You can see how it's coming off, so you can take your razor blade you can go around that whole thing and pull that whole thing down. You don't have to take the whole thing off. Just get it down to this point down here. We're going to fold it down. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, I put a light in there so you can see. Here's the piece that broke off of it. It broke off. And your door actuator is all, I don't know how much you can see in there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Alright, let's get that thing out. The first thing we're going to do, guys, is right here. We got a T20 Torx. Let's get that out of there. Alright? Because that base is also attached to the door lock actuator. So you got to take out this whole thing as an assembly. So let's get this out and we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is take off our door lock right here. The little switch. Now if you can see, there's two little clips on each side of that.
Okay.
So you're going to try to just push that thing and pop it right off just like that, because all that's going to come out with that. You can stick that inside there if you want, just like that. Alright, now let's go over to the other side to remove the 3 and get you a T27 Torx socket. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, here's your 3 T27 Torx screws. But before we do that, guys, go back around here. You see this little arrowhead? This is holding in the wiring harness. Just take you a pair of needle nose, squeeze the two tabs together, and push that right into the door. Alright, then grab your T27 and remove all 3 screws. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, let's get this screw out. Now you ain't got to worry about it dropping just yet. It is loose. Now what you want to do, guys, is come back to the other side of the door. Now, this thing is hooked on right here. So what you got to do here is push in, and I'm gonna try. See, on the other side, I got my hand through the door, holding this up. See, as you can see my finger right here. So I'm just holding this up. Now what you want to do is push this in, and it's gonna slide back just like that. All right. Then you're gonna come back to the other side. All right, let's get to the other side. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Now we're almost ready to take it out. So what you wanna do? It's all loose right here. Got this cable right here going to our door handle. Just squeeze that rubber boot and just push that into the door. And it's gonna take a little finagling to get this. You know, while we got it right here, guys, let's disconnect this harness right here. You got our one harness right here. You got our tab is on the other side. So you gotta squeeze that tab into the connector and then unplug it. There's the tab right there. I want to see if I can. No, I can't get to the other one. But let's see if I can do this with. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Now, guys, if your car has keyless entry, has a code on the outside of the door right there. If you look inside this hole right here, see that little plug right there I got?
Yeah.
That wiggling. Hey, buddy, how you doing? All right, you come around the side. What you gotta do is unplug that. I got my light in there. I don't know if you can see it, but there's the plug right there. And what you gotta do is there's a tab. You ain't gonna be able to see this. Let me unplug it. Tab right there. Just reach your hand in there, squeeze that tab down, and unplug it. Now your whole, dang it, I dropped the light out of there. Now this will bring everything out. Let's unplug our other harness right here. Got a connector, Lego tab. Squeeze that tab in. Unplug it. Get all this out of the way. It's a big funky thing, ain't it? Get that out of there. And bring it out here. Oh my goodness. And there it is right there, all messed up and mangled. And this piece came out and all this and mess. And so now we're
the
going
other piece hanging over there.
Oh, yeah, there it is. that goes into here somewhere. But we're gonna disconnect all that in a minute. All right, guys, let's bring this to the side, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get this thing taken care of. First of all, you got your harness right here. So you just want to bring that harness out. Turn it over. That harness is held on by clips right here. You can get probably a pry bar or something, or try to just pop them out just like that. Let's get this new one off to the side. Follow it around. It hooks into there. Come back around. Then right there you're going to have a little clip. Let's turn it over this way. Take your flat screwdriver. You just want to pry that clip off just to get that thing off of there, just like that. That is cool, guys. Now, to get this thing off of here. Now, I know I'll keep turning this thing back and forth, back and forth. Pay attention to that the rod right there. It just snaps right into that. Now, let's get this thing. This thing just slides out just like this. You have a slide up here, which this thing actually came out of here. That thing's supposed to be pushed in more. And then, matter of fact, let me turn it this way. And then you got a slide over this way where the tab comes out. Now, this rod is going to be connected to that. So to take that off, that's all you have to do is just, dang it, work that out just like that. Now, where we at? Alright, so these two tabs has to open up and they'll slide forward. Then you got that rod right there going into where the key thing, the lock is. That'll just pop right out. And, yeah. You might have to take a screwdriver and you got a little plastic tab right there. Just pop that, just squeeze that up. And the bottom on, or you can break it. I don't care what you do. So anyway, let's take it out this way. Just like that. There we go. There's our old one. Now let's...
What broke?
This is supposed to be in there like that. Or think something like that. I don't know.
Well, look at the new one.
Oh no, I ain't got time for that. Look, get this thing
I
done.
know.
The only thing they care about is that it's broke.
Oh.
Alright guys, let's get the new one over here and we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is where you put your key at. We got to pop that out. Just take your little flat screwdriver. You can stick it anywhere between there. And that thing just pop right out. And what I did was there's a little tab right over here, a little plastic thing right there. So just stick your screwdriver over there, pull that back a little bit, and let that slide right out. While you got it there, it's already lined up for your new one. Just put that in there, and it'll lock right into place. Get this out of the way. Next thing you want to do is now let's get ready to reinstall this. Let's get our harnessing on. Moves like this. You got your channel right here and your channel right there. So let's get those lined up. Push that into place. And that locked into place. That locked into place. Then you got your rod down here. Now you can just take the rod, push that rod in there, and just pop it right into place just like that. Alright. Next thing we do, let's take our harness. Let's bring our harness around here, hook it up onto this part, push that up, bring the harness around. It goes around this little hook right there. Then, got the two holes right there. Push those into place. Then, take the connector and put the connector right in there because you're going to need that. Definitely going to need that. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is hook up the rod. And actually, you know what, I should have hooked this rod up at first, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn this over. You're going to have a little green clip right here. Take a flat screwdriver and just carefully pop that clip off and take the rod out of there. Then I'm going to go over to here, put the rod in, and carefully turn it, and then bring it around, and that's not going to work here because then it's on the other side. So you know what guys, don't even take a chance here. Open those clips back up, slide the whole thing back out, oops, got my harness in there, dang it. Dang it. Right. Okay. Let's get that rod to where it's supposed to be. Alright, now let's put this back into place. Snap it down. Let's get that rod back hooked back up into here, down here. Okay. Let's get our clip back on our harness. Now, let's bring our rod down. And the rod is supposed to connect right to there, but see, something ain't right. This rod bent some kind of way because that's not in its right place. I wonder if that's what happened. This rod bent. So what we're going to have to do is bend this rod down a little bit. You want to be careful, guys, doing this. Alright, let's bend it back a little bit more this way. enough to get it into that channel. And before I close it down, I want to look at it. See, right now, that's not right. That's all crooked. This should be bent out more that way. There's something happened to this rod. And if I don't fix this rod, this thing's going to happen again. So let's take it back out of here. Okay. This is scary as anything. Wait a minute, I think I got it right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Make sure the rod is not hitting up against anything, and it is connected. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're ready to install it. I should have told you this, but your new one is going to have a new bolt out here, and it's already set. You don't got to do nothing with it. And the T20 all the way over here. That's already set right here. Now remember those two little hooks right there that's going to hook onto the outside of the door as well. Alright, so let's get this thing in here. Now you got your two rods, one right here and the cable right here. So we're going to get this thing set into the door. This one's in here. Messed up. Okay. First thing we're going to do is let's get our, picking this thing up. We're going to get our harness and connect it. We got one right here. Push that in until it locks into place, clips. Then go up. Got this one right here until it clicks. And then you got your last one up there to the... You know, guys, we're going to try to do this and get that one last. Let's bring this whole assembly up. Now, first thing we're going to do is go out here to the outside of the door. And what I want to try to do is I'm reaching inside the door, bringing that up. I can't really see it at the same time. This thing sucks. You gotta get the clips in first. You know, Ford is stupid with this idea. I'm sorry to say. I like Ford, but they have lost their... Let me see, where am I at? Alright. Try to guide me to let me know which way to go.
Okay, what do you got? Those two things?
Those two clips, they gotta come out first, and then they hook in.
Okay, so you would need to go up a little. Up, okay. A little bit down. Okay, now can you push it? Oh, I think I see how they go. No, push it. No, go. Okay, now push it out to me, and now slide it.
Now, what about that screw in the back?
Where the heck did that go? Okay. Oh, but you're going crooked. That's why.
Oh, but I did hook it up.
This is in.
And this is. This is, guys. This is why I said, you know, don't listen to them. Take that. That's why I said take that screw out. They suck. So I gotta back this out now. Reach my hand here and back it out. Still not back enough?
No, a little bit more and a little bit down.
See, now I got. See, now I'm
Yep.
hooked.
Now you're hooked up there. Huh.
Hold on.
It's a dilemma.
I should. You know what? I don't care what they say. See, I'm already in there though. Where that screw at? Guys, just take the screw out. Don't even listen to them. Where's this screw at?
Well, you're all crooked now. If you bring it up, I could take the screw out. You hold it up there. There it is.
Huh?
Okay, you're in.
Hold. Let me see if I can keep this screw out. And can I? What's over here?
Go up. Too much. Go down a little bit. Okay. Now push it towards me. A little more. All right. Now slide it. Okay, you're good.
The slid?
Yeah. And the screws in.
God, this suck. All right, we got that in. Now I'm gonna leave that right there. Now we're gonna come over this side. I still gotta hook up this wire up here. But what I want to do is take my 3 T20. Did you move that thing like that? This thing would have came off, Sylvia. We're gonna start these screws in by a couple threads, so that way it keeps this thing still. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, before we proceed, let's get these tightened up. You got your T27 torque socket. Just tighten these up. And you want to tighten them up till it stops. And then just a little bit more. That's it. Alright, let's get these two done and we'll be right back. Alright guys, perfect. Next thing we're going to do before we forget, let's reach up in here and connect this harness. Yeah, maybe I should have did it when it was out, but it's all good.
Should reach, right?
Yeah, it should. Okay, that was quick.
It's in?
Actually, it looks like, look at this guys, look, a little clip right here to hold that. Let me see. Okay, I see a little, behind this metal, there's another piece of metal, and I got my finger right there, there's a little hole right there. It looks like that clip goes right in there to hold that harness from hitting the glass. So we gotta get that clipped in there. Okay, great. Now, we got this rod over here that's hanging down. Let's bring this rod over.
Put your wire
Into there. Bring the boot out. And then put that back into place. Okay, now we got our cable right here. It goes through here, and got to bring our boot out there and set that into that little grooves. All right. Oops, I got to put that back in that way. Let's get that in there, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. When you're outside of the door, make sure our harness is going through there, and we're going to take our T27, and we are going to tighten up this screw right here. Now this is going into plastic, guys, so you know, don't go crazy with tightening it up. So you're just going to tighten it up till it stops, and then just a little bit more. Okay, and then a little bit more. That's it. That is ready. All right, let's go get our handle. We're going to get our handle and put all this in to make sure the door opens and closes before we finish putting on the inside. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing you want to do is, what the heck is this? I didn't like that. I don't know. Okay, let's plug this up. And plug it up the right way.
Very important.
Okay, you want to push that into the door. Then you want to bring your handle in. Bring your handle in starting from back here. Push the handle in. And I got my other hand on the other side. Hey, what's up, buddy? I got my hand on the other to hold it into place. You want to push this handle in and then slide it back. Just like that. Okay?
All the way back.
Yeah, make sure it's all the way back. Just like that. Now let's get our other clip and put that in there. Alright? We'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're going to put this... Guys, this is so stupid, man. I don't know why they make this out of plastic. Everything got to be out of plastic. I don't know. But now we're going to hook this in here. Now what you want to do is, while you got... Make sure your handle is back. Pick it out. Pick it up just a little bit. Get the clip hooked into there. Because what this is going... I think I should have showed you this. See how you got this little hook right there? That hook is going to hook right onto that, into that plastic right there. Into the base. So you're going to bring it in like that. Hook it in. And then let it close. Don't do nothing yet. Now, that T20 screw that's all the way into there. You're going to get your T20. What the heck is it? And then you're going to tighten up that screw. Let me see where that screw is at. There we go. Alright, and you want to bring that screw in until you feel it stop. And if you want, you can hold this into place. And there it is. It is tight. Take it out.
Because that screw puts tension on this piece.
Yeah, buddy. Go, Sylvia, with the instruct. Tell them what it does.
So that's holding this in place, which in turn holds that
in place. I know it's a crummy idea. Then, now, your door works. Let's check it out. Let's make sure this is unlocked. And let's close the door. Ooh, yeah, boy. And this is what I'm talking about. You got the keyless entry. That's what that harness went to. Yours might not have this, but anyway, it is what it is. All right, guys, that looks good. Now we can take off the little plastic piece.
The protector.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, that looked pretty. maybe we should have got them another one. Make it match. It's okay. It's good. It's good. All right, so let's open the door up and let's get ready to put all this back together. Now, when you putting this vapor barrier back up, that glue may hold. Yeah, it is. It is holding. Just push it around there. Let it stick back into place. Or you can, if it don't hold, get your little tape and just put some
Gorilla Glue spray.
Yeah.
That'll hold.
Yeah, that'll hold. We know that. Somebody proved that stuff will hold. All right. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Next, we're gonna install our little door lock right here. The little lever. Got the little opening right there. Just push that right into there, and then snap it right into place.
Oh snap!
Make sure it works. Everything is good. Okay, Sylvia, are we ready to put our door panel on again? Yes, we are.
Sure, okay.
Alright, guys, let's go grab our door panel and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, before we forget, let's get our little T20 screw. It goes right into there. And let's tighten that up. And we'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're ready to put our door panel on. What you wanna do is make sure you're going to get all your little clips are in there and they're not stuck in the door somewhere. Alright, let's go up here. First we're going to get our door handle in. Got the little opening right there. Hook it into the opening. Oh, come on. Okay, swing it around, pull the cable out, bring it through that little slot right there. Bring the door handle, and then just push it and clip it into place. That's one. The next thing we did was plug up our window switch. Way down here. And, dang it. Plug that up. Alright, now we're up on the top. How many plugs we got? We got a gray one that's all the way up here in the front. And that looks like it's going to a speaker. No, it ain't. Oh. Plug that one up. Then we got two more connectors. A little one right here. And then the bigger one right there. Come on. Alright, look around, make sure there's nothing else that needs to be plugged up. Then, take your door panel, bring it over your rod first, and you see this little channel right here, guys? If you look on the side of this door panel, you see that right there, that little hook, that little lip. That lip hooks into there. So you gotta hook that in and get the door rod in at the same time. And of course, I'm having a hard time with this. So where did this thing come out, man? No. It's always gotta be. There it is. Okay, it's out there. Now make sure, watch it come out of there. Hook it on to the door. Great. That is good. Now what you want to do is go to the side of the door and you want to make sure your clips are lined up. Like, see, this one's not lined up, so we're going to have to bring the door panel up, over to there. Make sure all of them, and just pop them right into place. Make sure everything is everything. It is looking good. Alright guys, the next thing you want to do, hold on, right over here. Yeah. Next thing you got your three 10mm bolts. You're going to start putting them 10mm bolts in. And here's a little trick for you guys, because especially putting them into here. What you want to do, you can take a little piece of paper or something. You can take a small piece of paper, put it on the socket, put your bolt on there, and that'll keep it from coming out. Then you just go ahead, start the screw, and then take that back out and start the other three. Okay, let's start the rest of the two, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, next we're going to do, take our 10mm deep 1/4" drive, 6" 1/4" drive extension, and our 1/4" drive ratchet. And we're going to tighten up the 3 screws. And that's all you're going to do is tighten them up till it stops, and then just a little bit more. You're going to go 1, 2, tighten up those 2 up, and then you're going to switch over to your nut driver with a 7mm deep, and the 2 screws way at the bottom. Get those in there, and you're just going to tighten it up till it stops, and then a little bit more. Alright, let's get all the screws tightened up and the bolts tightened up, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, next thing we're going to do is install our beauty covers. I'm going to call them beauty covers. You got the one up here with the 3 clips. Just line those clips up and just push that in. Perfect. Number 2, the one with the door handle. you're gonna have a little cutout right here. Make sure the cutout is just like this. Open your door handle up, push that in there, and it will clip. It will snap right into place. Okay, perfect. Last one, the one with the door handle. This hooks in like this and go up. So you wanna put that in there. Snap it right into place. Last but not least, guys, you got your little plug on the end of the door. Pop that in, and it is perfect. All right, let's make sure, let's lock the door, unlock it, make sure everything's good, unlock it, get this out of the way. Perfect, guys. Guys, you gotta be very, huh?
No, go ahead. For some reason it's blurry. I don't know why.
Oh, guys, you gotta be very careful when you open these up, because you see how cheaply they're made. So when people pull on them, that's what damages them. So you just gotta open it up just a little bit. Even though I said that, they hard-headed. They still gonna do what they want to do. All right, guys, there it is.